We are continuing our lesson 8.1, dimensional analysis. We're now on to step 3, find the conversion factors. And so it's really important. What is a conversion factor? A conversion factor is a ratio or a fraction used with multiplication to change given units into needed units. So we're going to create a bunch of fractions here. So let's talk about how to create those. And so we're going to take a common relationship. 1 yard is 3 feet. And so if I take this 1 yard by 3 feet and divide both sides by 1 yard, I've got 1 yard equals 3 feet. If I divide this side by 1 yard and I divide this side by 1 yard, can I do that? Yes, that's one of the things about algebra. What you do to one side, you have to do the other, and that keeps that equation the same. It says on the left-hand side, so on this side over here, what happens when the numerator and the denominator are the same? Well, whenever you're dividing and the numerator and the denominator are the same, that's just 1. So if we simplify that side, then we're going to make that side just 1. And we've got the other side is 3 feet over 1 yard. Okay, so that means that this is just a fancy way of saying 1. And so we've got this fancy way of saying 1. And that's going to become important in a few moments. But let's do question number 5. Going back to the original statement, so 1 yard is 3 feet. Now, if we divide both sides by 3 feet, now in this time, now we've got the same thing on both top and bottom here. And so if we simplify that, then we've got 1 yard over 3 feet is also 1. So you're saying that it doesn't matter what order your fraction is, whether you put the 1 yard on bottom or the 1 yard on top, both of these fractions both equal 1. So let's go on to question 6. You have now created 2 conversion factors. So conversion factors are fractions that have the value of 1. So this thing is a fraction that has the value of 1. This thing is a fraction that has the value of 1. Those are both conversion factors. So what happens to a number when you multiply by 1? Well, we've known for a very long time that when you multiply 1, the value stays the same. So how is this important when we're converting units? Well, when we're converting units, we don't want to change the actual quantity. We just want to change the unit on that quantity. And so this conversion factor, when we multiply by these conversion factors, we're not changing the value. All we're doing is we're changing the units.